Welcome back to Fruit of the Loom.
Otaku Tuesday!
On Bookend Gaming.
Got it out of the way.
Yeah, good job. I almost forgot. I'm Travis.
I'm Eric.
We're finally having a bathhouse episode.
We're in the bathroom with Sachi.
But there's only one girl, so it's not really the bathhouse episode. It's going to happen.
True.
They're all going to be in towels.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
It's got to happen.
There's going to be, either beach. We are next to a beach, aren't we?
There's ocean out there.
Yeah.
Or really shiny grass. I don't know.
Could be.
I think that's the ocean.
We're going to go with that.
Okay.
Anyways, here we go. Let's watch.
Let's hang out in the bathroom.
So, next up is cleaning the grand bathroom.
He said, obviously.
Yes, it's very rare for anyone to enter the bath at this time, so I typically give it a quick cleaning.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone's ever used it.
You're planning to do this by yourself today, as usual?
I suppose so. Unfortunately, I lack the power to create magical clones of myself.
Damn. I was really hoping.
Well, forget you then.
Or the skill to produce a Robo-Sachi to assist me.
True.
I think I have a Robo-Sachi in my room.
Don't think I can help you on that front myself.
It's in that closet I don't like anyone to go in.
That said, she could at least try asking one of the others for assistance once in a while. Maybe it has something to do with her firm set of beliefs, or her firm's about her responsibilities as class representative.
Oh my God, we're getting serious.
Don't ever mention my first.
I'm gonna go get that bat.
While I'm pondering the matter, Sachi has already calmly begun her work. Smacking the
Is there
dog.
a dog in here?
After stopping the hot water that's constantly trickling into the oversized bath, she begins to lightly rinse the other areas of the bathroom using the shower head. From the quick, confident movements of her hands, it's obvious that she's repeated this procedure many, many times.
Oh, go slower.
I just love the way she glides across the floor.
It's like a Rihanna song. I love the way you glide.
It's pretty clear that Michiru or Amane helping in is a rare event. I think she's effectively been cleaning this place all by herself for a long time now.
Shut that damn dog up.
Makina's in here with her Tamagotchi.
Yay! That was a quick one.
Yes, since I did tell Sachi I'd stay out of her way. I just come in here to shimmy. It was my intention not to interfere with her work as much as possible, but you missed a spot over there. Just standing here and watching as my classmate does manual labor feels pretty awkward. Hey, Sachi.
Yes?
What you doing? This is just an offer, but how about I help out as well?
But cleaning this bathroom isn't your responsibility, Kazami-san.
Plus, the maid outfit would look terrible on you.
You don't know that.
Yeah, but I'd like to help as long as I wouldn't get in the way. What do you say? I may lay in the hay by the bay. What do you think?
Well, I must admit, I am curious about the exact nature of this mysterious powers you seem to be hiding, Kazami-san. Might you be able to clean the entire bathroom with a wave of your hand? That would be quite helpful.
No, I don't have
Otherwise, get out of my way.
I don't have a Robo-Sachi either. Unfortunately, I don't have any supernatural skills, but I do have some confidence in my basic physical capabilities.
I see. In that case, I would certainly appreciate if you could put that strength to use.
Sure.
Lift this entire bathtub.
I regret this immediately. Okay, let's get down to it. Your orders.
To defeat the Huns.
Do what? What's wrong?
Well, the truth is, I'm not particularly good at giving others instructions.
I see. In that case, you want me to give the commands?
Yes, that would be much appreciated.
On your knees.
Certainly. Got it. We're dividing the bathroom into two halves. Sachi, continue to work on that area from the entrance to the right wall. I'll assume responsibility for the left half. Our objective will be to finish the work in 15 minutes. Is that acceptable?
Yes, sir.
A good response.
Please call me sir more often. I feel like it's been longer than 15 minutes.
4 hours later.
Yeah.
Having completed the division of labor, I quietly moved my brush along the tiled floor, precisely imitating Sachi's movements as I observed them earlier.
How did she slide like that? I can't figure it out.
She's Michael Jackson's daughter. Throwing yourself into a mindless task like this every once in a while isn't such a bad thing. Helps maintain your ability to concentrate. Sachi lets out a small cry.
I ran into the drum set.
And there's the sound of something toppling over.
Oh.
When I turn around, I find Sachi sitting on her backside on the bathroom floor. She seems somewhat dazed. You planning to clean the floor with your clothes instead of the brush?
Oh my. I hadn't even thought of that possibility. The scales have fallen over my eyes. Oh, my stars.
I can clean with my ass.
I can slide too.
In a gesture that's growing increasingly familiar to me, Sachi nods her head vigorously several times. It seems to be a sign that she's absorbing a new idea. So, first things first, any injuries?
Well, I suppose the tile on the floor may have been scuffed somewhat.
That's not a problem. Let's continue the job. I reach out my hand to Sachi, who hasn't budged from the bathroom floor during this conversation. Ooh.
Yes?
Yes. After helping Sachi to her feet and confirming that she's alright, I return to my own work.
Oh, you got some dirt on your butt. Let me get that for you.
Phew. But seriously, the more you look at this gigantic bathroom, the more it seems out of place in a student dormitory. It's sizable enough that even a grown man would likely get tired trying to clean it alone.
Achoo.
Then again, this academy is dramatically over-equipped in nearly every respect, considering the tiny number of students currently enrolled here. The one area where they show moderate restraint is the small faculty, but even then, every class is led by a lecturer with special expertise in their particular field. Hey,
You've never seen them, but we promise they're there.
It answered that question, because
Yeah.
we've had been wondering. Well, I suppose the economic efficiency of this place isn't really my problem.
Achoo.
What's with the chirping? Do we have a sparrow trapped in here?
Well,
What the?
she's using her clothes.
Jesus.
Huh?
When I turn back in search of the wayward songbird, I find Sachi in an inexplicable state of undress.
Oh, no.
What on earth are you wearing?
My panties, I suppose?
Here, she's got her bra on as well, so I think underwear, actually,
Mansplain.
would be a more precise description. No, see, I was trying to ask why you've taken off your maid uniform.
Ah, yes. When I fell earlier, my clothes got rather wet. Given that fact, I thought I might as well make use of them as part of a more efficient cleaning method.
You know, I think panties clean the windows pretty well. And as you wrapped your uniform around the head of the brush and started... And so you wrapped your uniform around the head of the brush and started dragging it across the floor?
Indeed. The idea occurred to me because of your wise words earlier, Kazami-san. Good job.
Oh, thanks. Just don't tell any other girls I did it.
Why doesn't this work on anyone else?
I suppose her clothes brush is contacting more of the floor at once than the standard version, but I'm more than a little dubious about how effective a cleaning instrument it is. In exchange, you're standing around in your underwear in front of a member of the opposite sex. Any thoughts on that?
Is that... I'm not into you. Achoo!
Sorry, but I'm not familiar with the language of the sparrows.
Is that a problem?
Is that like a Pocahontas song? Well, not for me. I'm not the sort to complain about a free show.
In that case, there doesn't seem to be any reason for concern.
As soon as the words are out of her mouth, Sachi gets back to work, completely nonchalant. Things have gotten troublesome all of a sudden. So troublesome.
Oh, God, there's something troublesome in my pants.
There may not be any major problems at present, but if, say, Amine were to walk in right now, oh, yeah. I think
Amine would probably just take off her shirt.
Yeah, all right. I think there's a good possibility I'd get dragged into an interrogation even lengthier than the one that followed that Jables incident. Oh, it's
even
Yumiko.
worse.
No, I said Amine!
Stupid game director.
At this point, I notice Sakaki standing frozen just inside the entrance. Planning to take a bath in your clothes? I don't think that's my major concern at the moment, thank you very much. Even as she spits out her retort, Sakaki's suspicious glare stays glued to Sachi in her bizarre appearance. Komine-san, why on earth are you undressed?
Well, Kazami-san said it would be best.
What?
I gotta go.
Hold on, Sachi. There are a number of problems with your attempt at explaining the situation. Then how about you enlighten me? You're a prior offender, so I hope you have a very good explanation indeed. Prior offender? Oh, you're talking about that time she came to school in her underwear?
I totally forgot about that.
Yes! Sakaki reaches into the pocket of her skirt and retrieves the usual item.
Look, my skirt has pockets.
This is my Robo-Sachi. So she carries her self-defense stationary with her, even into the bath. A truly cautious individual. Sachi could learn a thing or two from her example. I think I've mentioned this before, but that thing isn't going to work on me. As for the reason Sachi's in her underwear, she decided this would be a more efficient method of cleaning, and took off her clothes on her own initiative. Officer. I see. Although I offered my explanation fully expecting it to be rejected, Sakaki accepts my words surprisingly easily. It seems she's familiar enough with Sachi's lack of common sense that even a bizarre story like this sounds perfectly plausible. So anyway, the grand bath is reserved for cleaning at the moment. At this announcement, Sakaki abruptly turns and walks out of the bathroom, her long hair streaming behind her.
Stupid bullshit.
As for Sachi, she's already restarted her cleaning as if nothing had happened. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
The females in this school seem to be somewhat lacking in the shame department.
Figured I'd give you a herm break.
Or perhaps my preconceptions on the matter are as old-fashioned as wearing a pager on your hip. Maybe this is just the way things are nowadays. It seems like I've still got quite a lot to learn. Sachi, you're really something in a lot of ways.
Something about you right now. Really like it.
Thank you very much.
I have a truly unlimited number of unresolved questions here, but one in particular stands out. Can I take your measurements? Why is it that this girl can strip to her underwear in front of a man without even batting an eyelid, but blushes bright red when you give her anything resembling a compliment? Female thought processes are truly complex. Yeah, because this is how females normally act.
I don't get women.
In this way, a day spent in close observation of my classmates come to an end. I call it a success.
Yeah.
If ever I did call one
Net
before.
positive gain.
And starting the very next day, there's a clear change in my environment.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. What are these transitions all of a sudden?
I know.
Like, we never had these before. Now they're all over.
Did I turn something on?
I don't know.
Specifically, this. Oh, he's in love.
Yeah, me too.
Sachi has suddenly moved from her habitual seat directly in front of the teacher's podium to the desk immediately next to mine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Progress.
It's beginning.
I'm so happy.
Now that she started pressing her blubber. Oh, not that she started pressing her blubber against me, Amine style. She's just changed her seat.
Oh, put that blubber on me.
No, not a particularly dramatic event, really. Holy shit.
Hey, Yuuji, I'd like your explanation for this right now, and it better be good.
She just throws her blubber at your face. Explain yourself.
Just drops her tits on your desk.
Yeah. I'd like to hear an explanation myself, honestly. But first of all, can you stop interrogating me as if I'm an unfaithful husband?
Aren't you supposed to be my big sister?
But this small change seems to have taken everyone around me by surprise, prompting general curiosity.
Don't tell me you're blackmailing our innocent Sachi. Did you order her to change seats? Is that it?
Oh, an interesting scenario. Where would things go from there?
Well, you take the dirty photos of her, then call her to your room.
Go on. I like when you explain this to me.
How dare you make a girl say stuff like this?
I don't remember making you reveal your sick and twisted mind. Hey, Sachin! Why'd you move next to Oni-chan? As Machina plunges into the heart of the matter, the other two inquisitors catch their breath in anticipation. See, she's right to the point.
There's no particular reason. It's just... I think I slightly prefer it this way.
Her.
We're going to run out of ways to say her.
I know. I'm going to have a hermia.
That's all our time here, folks. We'll be here all week.
And why exactly would she suddenly prefer this seat? Was nearly, oh God, walking into a girl's bathroom together that much of a bonding experience?
Hey, Sachi, is that, would that mean a certain somebody, likes Yuuji?
Yeah, Machina.
I'm sorry. Who exactly? You, Michiru-sama? We're not talking about me, obviously. I'm asking if you moved because you like Yuuji. Sachi!
Yuuji. Sachi. Having grasped the nature of the question, Sachi closes her eyes in thought.
I don't think that's it, no.
Aww.
Huh? Really? Yes, I'm quite convinced that Kazami-san isn't a bad person, but I don't have any romantic feelings toward him at the moment.
Well, damn. There goes
All right,
that.
well, back to depression.
That's so. It is indeed.
In fact, I don't like him so much that...
He kind of disgusts me.
Sachi simply answers the questions put to her in a steady, bland tone of voice.
If he would have just let me do the shark pouch instead of the stupid bush dog.
That hasn't changed at all from the day I met her. You're right,
It's hard to do a hee-hee, you know.
You got shot down pretty quick, Yuuji.
Yeah, before I even made my move. That's a new record. So you basically just felt like it?
Yes, I basically just felt like it.
There's a slight smile on Sachi's face as she speaks. I'm pretty confident she's speaking with complete honesty. Still, at the moment, would seem to suggest the possibility of further developments.
Don't get my hopes up. Don't do that.
Thanks, Yumiko. I spent an entire day with her yesterday, but Sachi's thoughts are still beyond my understanding.
Why doesn't she like me?
1 day! Oh, man! But it seems clear that her opinion of me has undergone a subtle change of some sort.
Time to look at this giant hole in the ceiling, I guess.
Kamini-san, do you have a moment?
I guess.
Certainly.
Sachi says that she switched seats. This is unacceptable behavior.
You have assigned seats. If you don't mind, I have a little favor to...
Yes.
Please come back after you fix that habit of baby talking to your pets.
Oh, no.
Huh? Why would Kamini-san say something like that? Did I do something to her?
I don't even have pets.
Unless you're talking about these puppies.
Unless you mean my shark pouch. It's pretty well known that rabbits can die if they get lonely enough.
Yeah, I knew
Thanks.
that.
He's got the weirdest day
And then it
starters.
just transitions to the next scene.
Yeah, that's it. That is all I have to say on that matter.
Just
Moving
full
on.
of non sequiturs.
You might assume that means you should be petting your bunnies at all times. But in
Ladies.
fact, excessive contact can stress their nerves badly enough to inspire escape attempts. Moderation is the rule in our interactions with other creatures. But human beings have a hard time finding that balance even when we try. All too often we clumsily misjudge the appropriate distance and pet our bunnies too often, or stumble in our attempts to maintain it.
Is someone going to be clinging to you?
Hold on, Oni-chan. It's a crisis, you know. Seriously. Hey, I pet my bunny too much. Oh, wow. I was just thinking about that. That is the craziest.
Weird. It's like an episode of Seinfeld or something.
Sounds bad. A crisis, to be sure. A recess period, Machina pops up noisily before my eyes, then proceeds to grab at my clothes and shake me back and forth. I ward her off with one hand, paying little attention to the specific content of her squawking.
Yeah, you not paying attention really works out.
Hey, Oni-chan, what's with the brush off? Well, I assume you're just babbling. Can't say I'm sensing a whole lot of danger right now.
Whoa.
Holy But it's true. Don't give me that unruffled cool guy face right now. Earth's in danger, you know. Can't do anything about my face. Leaving that aside, I suppose it wouldn't do to ignore a global crisis.
The amount of times I've had to say that to women.
Oh, Earth was a bit of an exaggeration. Sorry about that. It's a little bit more localized. It's my Minecraft server. Specifically limited to our class.
Somebody took 2 of my pork chops.
There's a pretty dramatic drop in scale, you little punk. But in many symbolic, philosophical anime, the events in such microcosmical
Microcosmical?
communities are directly connected to the fate of the world, so I'm not really that far off. What in the hell are you talking about?
I like Ken Burns. I don't watch anime.
Well, leaving aside symbolism and the fate of Earth or whatever, I think it's fair to say that this is a fairly serious matter. On a scale of, let's see,
A 1 kilometer radius or so?
Metric.
This is America. Oh, wait.
Ho!
That's not Herm.
Machina is one thing, but if Amine's backing her up, I guess this does warrant my attention.
What's this? Something up? Oh, why is the group meeting all of a sudden?
I don't know, I was just sitting here thinking about bunnies, and now here everyone is.
Everybody's trying to pet me.
I have a feeling this is going to get out of hand if everyone jumps into the conversation. But just as I'm about to shoo away the 2 late arrivals...
Whoa! That's it.
For some reason, Amine jabs out her finger in my direction and powerfully declares something or other. Objection!
It's your face.
I'd appreciate it if you could explain what it is a little more comprehensibly than that.
That word, everyone, you just used. That's the problem here. Think about it, Yuuji.
Yumiko's not even here. I have no idea what this woman is talking about. Does leading a normal student life require the ability to find enjoyment in this sort of vague, meaningless riddle? In that case, I've still got a ways to go.
Come on, you say everyone, but aren't we missing a certain someone?
I mean, come on, that's getting a little actually on me. Anime, I can't even say your name. Amine. Oh, so we're talking about Sakaki.
How many times are we all going to talk about, hey, Sakaki's not here?
Yeah, I don't. We're finally on the same page. I mean, she never seems to be there.
Right.
Like, we've had like one Sakaki moment on the roof.
Yeah.
And that was barely a moment.
Well, there was the whole thing with her trying to stab you when you first met her, but...
Well, okay.
But she's never part of the group. Why is this like a big deal?
I don't know. I use the word everyone when only 5 of us are here. Amine is suggesting my unconscious exclusion of Sakaki Yumiko from the group's suggests a problem in our social dynamic.
Right.
We're just noticing this now.
We get to a recess period, and half the time she just vanishes. Rest of the time she's hiding behind a book, shutting everybody out.
I mean, didn't you say that was normal before I arrived?
Yeah.
So, I mean...
That's how she is. Didn't she leave super early in the morning and no one...
Yeah,
everyone's
right.
like, yeah, whatever.
Who cares?
Is that really what Sakaki-san wants? You have to wonder sometimes.
She's keeping her distance out of her own free will, so presumably this is how she wants it to be. I don't think it's necessarily something we need to worry about.
It's been that way up until now, but that might just be a vicious circle if she can't break out of, you know? If we approach her a little more proactively, there's a possibility things might change.
Okay, you guys go invite her here. She's not going to come if I ask her.
Right.
But first of all... Oh, okay.
Beach to it.
Oh, damn, now it's a competition.
You're going to have a Travis Herm counter.
I hadn't thought of it that way, but she might be onto something. Sakaki's a human being, I think.
What?
After all, much as her box cutter is also a human being, brandishing mischief may stand out. Letting those moments of hostility prejudice all of our interactions with her means giving up all hope of mutual understanding.
Yeah, we should always just look past the people who try to kill us and be friends with them.
They obviously have deeper friendship issues.
Yeah, they just love you.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, girl's not gonna give in once we push her a bit. She's just dying for us to shove her into the group so she can play the reluctant, long-suffering voice of reason. Probably.
Ow, my eye.
How did you reach that conclusion? Do you have any evidence whatsoever? None. Just going off the template.
I watched a lot of anime.
I have these cue cards in front of me. Okay, you can stop talking now.
If you look down, there's text right down here.
Oh my god!
I guess you guys might be right, but honestly, I'm a bit too scared to try. Make one wrong move and she'll flash that icy smirk at you. It's bad for the heart.
Do I really say Herm that much?
Yes, that's true. Mitsuru-sama in particular seems to receive that murderous smile quite frequently. Even as a bystander, maintaining my calm proves to be a challenge. Ugh, so it's not my imagination after all. She really is gunning for me.
Anyway, let's try to forget our personal traumas for the moment.
Yuuji, you said something about bunnies?
I had a pretty good idea just now. How does a little contest to see who can get friendliest with Sakaki-san sound?
Oh, okay.
I am all for that. I hope I lose.
A contest.
How would that work?
Let's see. We give out points.
I have a 27-step process.
Touching her hand would be 1 point. Tug on her sleeve and you'll get 3 points.
She walks in the room and everybody just starts touching on her.
I don't think that's going to help her friendship towards you.
I mean, the bunny thing makes more sense now.
Is that my imagination, or is this sounding increasingly fishy? Also potentially dangerous, maybe even sexual harassment. Yumi-chan's got that long, pretty hair too, you know.
Okay, so touch her hair, and it's 1 point. Pull on it for 3, 5 for yanking a hair out. Sound good?
Oh no,
This is just assault now.
yeah, her head's totally gonna get shaved.
Yeah.
How many points for cutting some off?
Oh, you're an aggressive one. All right, how about 10 points per centimeter you cut off?
I thought we were trying to. What is this?
So mean.
That's pretty potent. That's a pretty potent multiplier.
This is just some mean contest. Yoo-hoo! Sounds like a challenge. Yumi-chan's head might end up a blasted wasteland before I'm through. Okay. I'm starting to get slightly concerned. Can we slow down for a second here? Are you all seriously going to do this? My voice of restraint falls on deaf ears. The rest of the group is getting more fired up by the second. Sachi already has a pair of scissors in her hand.
What about snatching away a book Sakaki-san is reading?
Yeah, let's all bully her. That'll make her our friend. All right, that's
This quickly
100
became
points.
stupid.
But get this. If you manage to get the book on top of Sakaki-san's head, it's 10,000 points. 50,000 for the ultimate reversal of fortune. Make the book read her.
Amazing. The tantalizing possibility of an instant come-from-behind victory adds a whole new level of excitement.
A book reading Sakaki? What does that even mean? Is this Russia?
Chuck it in her face.
In Soviet Russia. Book reads
Book
you.
review.
Please explain in detail. Was it a surreal gag? We don't know. We never know. Did Amine trip over her tongue in her increasingly frantic excitement? At this rate, I'll likely never know the truth. The bizarre conversation rolls forward, momentum building by the second. You'd think everyone involved was hitting the peak of chemical-induced high. It might just be my imagination, but sometimes I think I may have found my way into a fairly deranged excuse for a learning environment.
Really? I wonder why Sakaki never doesn't want to hang out with any of you.
Yeah.
Okay, the match will be held during the next recess period. The person who gets friendliest with Sakaki-san is the champion.
Just run up, smack her in the face, 20 points, and run
Yeah!
off. And then be like, there, I think we've made friends with her.
Just make your own point values.
Yeah.
Jacksonville rules.
All right.
A worthwhile challenge indeed. I'll show you what I can do.
Show me your moves. Do you people actually hate Sakaki, or what? The enthusiastic group of conspirators doesn't dignify my perfectly reasonable question with a response. Eh, who cares? Whatever.
Does
Moving
not
on.
end well.
Tragically, for Sakaki, the next recess period arrives all too quickly.
Okay, Yuuji. Don't go tattling to Sakaki-san. Got it?
That's minus 10 points.
Just 10, though.
Fine. You're the official scorer, Oni-chan, so you gotta stay impartial too. Don't start rooting for anybody, okay? I haven't. I have no idea which one of you I like. I mean, fine. Let's get this over with. To be honest, I seriously doubt this is going to get us any closer with Sakaki, but giving the game away would probably make things just as awkward in its own way, so I'll just ignore it. And so I've adopted the typically Japanese policy of watching passively over the situation from a safe distance. Oh god, she knows.
Abort!
Sakaki Yumiko, the unexplored territory, the final frontier, seated at her desk, face buried in a thick book. Buried in a thick book. Her body language projects a desire to be left alone. Let's touch her!
Sakaki-san, do you have a second?
Yes. The Suo Amane expedition takes the first daring step into the wilderness. She just plants a flag in her head. Her approach appears impressively natural. Woman's something, or of a skilled actress, apparently. Of course, she could probably be putting that talent to better use than this, but what is it?
Well, you see, we had a little chat while you weren't around.
I'm never around.
We're kicking you out of the group.
Some variety of malicious gossip, was it?
No, not at all.
We're just gonna slap you a bunch and pull out your hair.
I need you to put this book on your head.
Sakaki coolly throws out a perceptive question without bothering to look up from her book, prompting a flustered denial from Amane.
We were reflecting on our past behavior towards you, Sakaki-san. We felt we might have been interacting with you without adequate consideration for your feelings. Yeah, right. What she said.
What do you mean?
Well, it feels like we tend to meddle a little too much and end up bothering you sometimes. If you'd like, We can try to be a little more restrained, maybe. Now give me your hand.
I see. Could you be more specific? Yeah, yo, Yumi-chan, what you reading? Did you know that you can learn from osmosis by putting this book on your head?
It only works if you cut off half your hair.
That counts as the book reading you. I win. Makina tries to snatch away the book with a surprise attack, but is forcefully rebuffed by Sakaki, who's clearly in a state of heightened wariness. Gee. Makina clicks her tongue in irrepressible frustration, or makes a disgruntled sound like Eric does. She'd been gambling on taking the big points with that opportunity, but sadly her moment has passed with nothing more than a 1-point hand touch.
She's still winning.
It would seem a certain someone isn't quite on board with your proposal.
Jeez, Makino, what the heck were you thinking? I'm sorry for Maki-chan's behavior. Sakaki-san, did she twist your hand?
Let's suppose that she did. Is there some reason why you need to start touching it as well?
Yes, it's better to be safe than sorry. Please let me take a careful look. The palm of your hand and your fingers don't seem to be injured. Let's see about the wrist. Let me move farther up.
Now your chest.
Sachin's really something. She converted someone else's failure into immediate profit.
I gotta keep an eye on that one. Amane and Makina quietly mutter to each other, careful to keep out of Sakaki's earshot.
Would they, run across the room real quick?
Hold on! Group up over here!
We want to be your friend!
The palm of Sakaki's hand and her fingers are pretty much a package deal, so I'll award 1 point for the pair. With the addition of the wrists, Sachi's jumped into an early lead with 2 points. If you really want to earn a lot of points, all you gotta do is...
Jeez, Sachin. Were we not just talking about this? You gotta give Sakaki-san her space or she's gonna start thinking you're a weirdo, you know?
Can I ask why you feel the need to pound on my back as you speak?
Oopsie, I'm sorry. Your big sis didn't mean nothing by it. You know, out in the country all the old ladies go around thumping people like this at the drop of a hat.
That's... I must be in Machina. That's fascinating, but I'd really appreciate it if you stopped hitting me at some point. Thumping equals 5 points, and she just executed a 5-hit combo. Combo!
Combo breaker!
Making excellent use of her folksy Kansai girl act, Amane seizes 25 points in the blink of an eye. The old lady reference also seems like a clever play, taking advantage of the difference in their ages, but expressing my admiration on this point would likely lead to a new conflict. I exercise discretion and keep my trap shut.
What is he writing over there?
Amani, it's really rude to just start hitting Yumi-chan out of nowhere like that. Here, let me demonstrate. Like this. Very rude. Am I right, Yumi-chan? You're being about 10 times ruder at the moment. Just when I thought the balance of power had shifted to Amane, Makina uses her established thoughtlessness as cover to launch a new series of attacks, quickly acquiring 40 points. Keeping up with the scoring is beginning to prove challenging in its own right.
Huh? Yumiko, do you have a loose button on your uniform there?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, she does.
No, it's nothing. My mistake, Sakaki-san.
Sakaki anticipates Michiru's approach and brings it to a premature halt with her powerful glare, the pseudo-tsundere, wilts like a potted plant under the desert sun. Holy
Jesus.
shit!
She's dead!
Ah, there certainly was a loose button. Here you go.
Huh? Seizing the moment once again, Sachi deftly plucks a button from Sakaki's uniform, then holds it out for inspection on the palm of her hand. Oh, thank you.
Not at all. It's only natural.
Sakaki's clearly dubious. In comparison, Sachi's beaming from ear to ear. She's got guts to launch a bold attack like that under such risky circumstances. In deference to our dauntless soul of a maid, I mentally award 50 points, because I'm just making shit up now. And I kind of like that.
Sachi's the cutest one.
Yeah.
Plus 200 points.
Bringing Sachi's total to 52. She's regained the lead in a flash.
If you'd like, I could sew the button back on immediately.
Ellipsis. Fine, do as you like.
Certainly. Please leave it to me.
Hey,
Why are her shoes made of cartoons?
don't yank on my clothes like that.
I'm very sorry, but I need you a little closer to get the correct angle for my needle, if you don't mind.
Injecting heroin. 200 points. Sachi launches a follow-up attack. Pulling on Sakaki's school uniform earns her 3 points, bringing her total to 55. Yeah. Oh. And why exactly are you pulling me in the opposite direction? Well, you got stretched out in that direction, so I thought I'd restore the balance. Hope I didn't.
She's terrible at this.
I hope I didn't bother you or anything. Quite honestly, you did. Alrighty, then I'll put you back as you were.
Someone needs to just up and like kiss her.
You're just hoping.
Of course. I mean, no, it's for the game.
Pulling me a third time isn't going to accomplish anything. She's just gonna like quit. She's gonna drop out of school.
Yeah, she's done. Well, I mean, that's the bunny thing. You touch them too much and they try to escape.
Oh, is that what that was doing here? Yumiko's a bunny?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they're just touching her too much.
Machina adds 2 tugs for a total addition of 6 points. With a score of 46, she's hot on Sachi's heels. Look, what exactly are you people playing at here? Sakaki's not completely oblivious. By this point, she's clearly realized that she's become the group's plaything. Her voice has a dangerous edge to it.
Come on, don't say that. If you're grumpy all the time, this beautiful hair of yours will start going white. Uh-oh.
Of course it won't. Don't attempt to distract me. Will you all please stop touching me?
But you had a split end, see?
Spare me the nonsense. I have like 5-foot long hair. Of course I have split ends.
You know how hard it is to keep this? No, it's true. Take a look. Yank.
Amane seems to have discovered a genuine split end. Sakaki falters for a moment, obviously thrown off her balance. Devious as Amane may be at times, I don't think this was planned out beforehand. I don't particularly care. It's hardly important.
That's no good. You've got to pay a little attention to your grooming, or you'll end up becoming an unpresentable mess of a woman. Come on now.
Get your large head away from me.
Let's go get you a haircut.
Sakaki attempted to bury the split end in her thick hair, but Amane smoothly intercedes and takes up position behind her. Compared to the clearly unnatural interactions earlier, this is a convincingly normal development, totally. From a neutral perspective, it would appear an action of pure goodwill and friendliness on Amane's part. Accordingly, Sakaki proves unable to offer any firm resistance. 1, 2, 3 touches of the hair, I say out loud. Of course, unbeknownst to her, Amane's racking up points by the second.
Impressive.
Damn, Amane seized herself one hell of a cushy position. Having won Sakaki's trust for the moment, Amane no longer has any need to employ risky, aggressive tactics. As she slowly and steadily racks up the points, Machina and Sachi's faces grow increasingly tense with desperation. What are you so pleased about?
It's nothing. Just thinking, your hair really is pretty. Oh, what about that split end? Mind if I pull it out?
I just happen to have a pair of shears for split ends.
Oh, God.
Allow me!
She doesn't have any points, right?
No, because she's so scared of her.
I got it. Here. I'll let Amane do it, so please don't glare at me like that.
Thanks, Michiru.
Why am I the only one to suffer?
Michiru, it's painful just to watch you. The girl's thoughts are written too plainly on her face, especially when she's up to no good. Sakaki's going to shoot her down every time. Perhaps this will inspire her to take a good, long look at herself.
Probably not.
Something.
Do you believe in life after love? On the other extreme, Amane is already coasting into a leisurely victory lap. Combing through Sakaki's long hair, she snips out split ends with the scissors she borrowed from Michiru, and she's racking up another 10 points with every centimeter she harvests. She's already well into triple digits. I don't know, I stopped caring a long time ago.
Right, I'm just watching the show at this point.
Although Sakaki's keeping her expression blank, her reaction to Amane's fiddling with her hair appears to be something like relaxed boredom. Putting aside the points and the silly contest, it seems like they really might be getting friendlier. Yumi-chan, I challenge you to a duel. A duel, you hear? Let's go punch the crap out of each other until the beautiful friendship blooms.
That's how me and you met.
Punch the crap out of each other?
Yeah, I just walked up to you and was like, let's punch the crap out of each other.
No, thank you.
Sakaki-san, that's quite an interesting book you got there. Might I take a look for a moment?
No, you've got an evil gleam in your eyes. Machina and Sachi try their best to claw back into the fight, but Sakaki's on high alert. Their hands are tied. At this point, it's no exaggeration to say the match is all but decided.
Okay, we're all done. Thanks for the scissors, Michiru.
You just walk up and grab her book. I win. Very soon, the chime heralding the end of recess period will sound. At that moment, this battle will be concluded as well. Sitting comfortably on a commanding lead, Amane refrains from touching Sakaki's hair longer than necessary, bringing the grooming session to a natural end.
Ugh.
Long since out of the running, Michiru seems destined to end this match with an inept 0 points.
Ah.
As Amane hands over the scissors, they slip through the dejected Michiru's hands and clatter against the floor. As a side note, don't get the idea that Michiru's only careless when depressed. This sort of thing happens all the time. Okay.
Thanks for letting us know.
Thanks for being expositional.
Oh, sorry about that.
Whoa!
It's fine. Oh, there they are.
Here, she gained some points. Dropping down under the desks, Michiru crawls forward a bit in the direction of the group. Picking up her scissors, she immediately begins to stand up. Hey, hold on, stop. You're going to...
Ah.
Stab her in the eye. As Michiru's head lunges toward her like the world's clumsiest uppercut, Sakaki instinctively reaches out with her hands to defend herself. Of course, in those hands, she's still holding the book she's been protecting all this time. Whoa!
Oh my god. What a crazy random happenstance.
Look at Machina. It's like, oh my god, it happened!
Ah.
Ah.
You don't even need to voice that.
In the next instant, Sakaki's frozen in place. Her book, knocked violently out of her hands, now rests on top of her head. Apparently unable to process the situation, Sakaki stands perfectly still. Sakaki's face is blank with dazed confusion. The hardcover book lies open across the crown of her head like some bizarre helmet. It's a truly surreal moment. I find myself staring blankly, utterly lost for words. Machina has already burst into an explosion of tactless laughter, and Amane is trying and failing to contain her own amusement. Sachi, on the other hand, gazes with some bitterness at this truly astonishing bottom of the ninth.
Something. It
Yeah, there
cut
was a
off.
word down
That was
there.
weird, yeah.
I don't understand. Is the window not big enough?
Huh?
Have we missed like a whole bunch of
But
words?
there's like nothing down there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Usually, that's where the game cuts off.
And in that moment, the bell echoes through the classroom, ending the contest.
Everyone just starts like breaking
Okay.
the illusion, like, oh, she wins!
Yeah.
And now it's time to announce the results.
I mean, we know.
Yeah.
It's like the end of Mario Party when it's like, who
Right,
won?
who's the
guy with 20
superstar?
stars or 4?
You never know.
At the next recess period, we've gathered in the hallway in an attempt to avoid Sakaki's notice.
All right then, who's the winner? Don't keep us in suspense, Yuuji.
I think you're all well aware already. With the final score of 10,000 points, earned by planting Sakaki's book on top of her head, Michiru is our champion! Michiru is the superstar!
Tough luck, everybody.
Oh, did I win?
Michiru, number 1.
Blah! This is pretty freaking hard to swallow, you know.
I quite agree. What's this I hear? The whining cries of the also-rans?
What?
Yeah,
I'm
what is
very
that
sad.
word?
But face the facts. Whatever the means, results are all on the count in the end. Luck is a skill in its own right.
Have you ever heard that word?
What?
Also rans.
No idea. I figured it was just her mispronouncing something.
No, I have no idea what that means. I've seen it a few times in my life. I have no idea what it means. Look it up!
I will.
Michiru may have been completely nonplussed by her victory at first, but upon grasping the situation, she instantly puffed herself up like a peacock. I think it's fairly clear the girl has a lot of backed up resentment.
Oh! Losers in a race.
Oh.
Here's the winner, here's second place, and here's the people who also
They also ran?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense.
Okay. The Chiru ain't the Chiru we know and love if she actually wins at something.
Yes, this is very out of character. Michiru-sama, please make sure to lose in a particularly horrible way next time in order to restore the proper balance.
I mean, isn't her winning restoring the proper balance?
Oh.
If she loses all the time, that's one-sided.
Right.
Right?
Is this abuse really necessary?
Didn't she win the baseball thing? she won? The one who actually ended up winning it?
Did she?
I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, because she's like, ha, I win.
Yeah, when they were like
Amine's like on the
exhausted.
ground with a broken leg.
Yeah. Come on, y'all. Settle down now.
Amine offers the group vague, soothing words in that full Kansai dialect, which is apparently just southern.
The same. By the way, Michiru, that was just a coincidence there at the end, right? I assume you didn't do it on purpose or anything. Huh? No. It was all part of my cunning plan, of course.
Michiru's voice rings with bold confidence. Judging from her stilted phrasing, it's most likely a complete lie, but the words nonetheless sound fairly convincing as they echo hollowly down the hallway. At that moment, everyone else freezes in pure shock. With a quick survey of our surroundings, I soon learn why.
We're gonna find
could it
out
be?
next time. I mean, this is probably the end of this scene. I was gonna let it go, but it's...
Well,
we're
then
already
let's go.
kinda- Okay, we'll
Ready?
finish this
It's
scene
going to
then.
be Yumiko.
Of course it is.
I don't miss Amine's mouthing the word idiot with a slightly smug look on her face either. Her reaction to defeat is to plot revenge. It would seem quite a woman.
A huge woman.
But anyway, I wonder if this really did get us a little friendlier with Yumiko.
Oh, is she not? Is that
I
not what it
guess
was?
not.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was like she's standing right behind you.
No, I think not. Sorry.
Huh? Why?
Yeah, because she is.
Because she's right behind you.
Oh, Michiru, I believe Yuji's referring to the fact that you're about to be destroyed.
What the heck is that supposed to mean?
I still won, so screw all you guys. So that was intentional, was it? With a familiar ominous sound, the shadowy figure that snuck up behind Michiru mutters a few ice-cold words. The smile on Michiru's face instantly hardens into a rigid grimace. Copious streams of sweat begin to run down her forehead and along her cheeks.
Why didn't you say something?
At last aware of her plight, Michiru squeezes out a few whimpering words of reproach. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just noticed a moment ago myself.
I might have given him a little bit of a threatening glare, so they'd keep their mouth shut. Sorry.
Cut the baby talk. Amine, you asked that question knowing full well she was there.
Yeah, you're right.
Take your tee-hee and shove it. But this is quite the load off my mind. In the end, Michiru-sama has regained her rightful place in the order of things. What a relief, don't you agree?
Yeah, I was really worried about the universe imploding there for a while.
I disagree. Stop being relieved.
Case closed, you know, right? That's that, Yumi-chan, you know? I assumed this would be obvious, but allow me to make myself clear. I have absolutely no intention of letting the rest of you off any easier than her.
Come on now. Don't you feel like we got a little closer, in a sense?
You're such an optimist, Amine. Now run!
What should I do here?
Well, probably the same thing as the rest of us. Retreat! Double time!
Hey, wait!
That's my line.
Whew!
All right, now we're
There you
on
go,
the
see?
scene.
Oh, man.
Oh.
That was fun, I think.
Oh, I guess this is still the end of that scene.
Yeah, well.
We won't read it. Too bad, people. You have to wait to find out about his wrapping up and talking about rabbits again.
Oh, he is? Okay, well.
I don't know. Tell me about the rabbits, George.
I understood that reference.